Wesley's not the brightest bulb, but you know, that's really more academically, like at school. He just doesn't really try. You know, he's got a bunch of friends. He's popular. He's very good at football. He's the quarterback of the football team. He's got a full ride to Ohio State, and it's kind of like, you know, why put the effort in? And a lot of people do that. I don't think he's a dumb person. I just think that he lacks the motivation. I think he's very street smart, and he holds a lot of knowledge that you know, someone like Bianca doesn't. But the two of them kind of help each other out. You know, it's not about this girl being made over and turned into something different. It's just kind of showing her another side of life, I guess, if you will. You know, that's a little cheesy way of saying it, but she's very smart and she has her priorities and she knows what she's doing, but she lacks this little bit of life experience that Wesley has, and Wesley lacks a lot of the you know, academic knowledge that Bianca has. So the two of them can help each other out, and you know, ultimately they learn from each other, and it ends up being great for both of them. Yeah, he, you know, when Wesley explains to Bianca what the duff is, he doesn't realize he's being so rude about it, because he's just kind of like, this is the way it is, and he's not trying to be, you know, he's not trying to be harsh, or it's not coming from a bad place. He's just like, these are the facts, and you know, it's not a big deal. Every group of friends has one. This is just the way he sees the world. He doesn't really see that it's hurting her, and that's kind of who he is. He just kind of says, you know, he kind of says what he feels. It's never meant in a hurtful way. It's always coming from like, I feel like, you know, one of the words I would use to describe him is kind of goofy. He's just kind of like, he says what he, you know, what he means, and that's just, you just kind of have to accept it and keep rolling with it. And most of the time, you know, most of the time there's a joke behind it, or something silly or stupid. You know, like, I feel like Wesley has a lot of dad jokes. I feel like he's like an old weird dude in a popular young kid's body. Bella is, it's funny because she's such a sweet, kind girl, and she plays this horrible person in the movie, and they couldn't be more different, but she does such an incredible job with her, and it's so fun to watch her transform into this, you know, witch while, you know, while we're sitting there and having a good time. She's got this her beautiful little dog on set, and her mom, and they're just such wonderful people. And then she turns it on, and you're like, oh, I hate you. You're terrible. Skylar and B are great. I mean, we've been hanging out a bunch since we got here. We're all staying at the Hyatt, and we're just having a blast. I mean, we go to dinners. Nick, Bianca, Sky, Bella, May, and I. We're all very close. We got very lucky. You know, you never know what the cast is going to be like, and we just got a really good group of people. Ari is the perfect person to direct this movie. You know, he's great and really good at his job and very professional, and you know, this director who's worked a ton and knows what he's doing, but at the same time he's very young and hip and cool, and still knows when something doesn't work. He'll be like, oh, no, don't, and like he's very honest with you without putting you down. So I'm having a great time with Ari, and he was another huge selling factor or a huge bonus when the audition process was going through.